Welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. We are on episode number 35 with our all achievement run. In the last episode, we continually started removing some of the tiles that we had here for the slime lung that we were getting rid of. It looks like we weren't quite ready for this one yet. I'm glad I caught this before we started doing anything. We'll have to move that back up to the Wheezewort, and that will be pretty helpful actually. So we will uproot that one there. What else did we do in the last episode? Okay, we expanded our shine nymph area, Shinebug area. Seems to be doing okay. I didn't really plan to have a shine nymph farm, but it's there. We reduced the amount of food that we were producing because, as you can see, we have a ton of food. We have almost 100,000 calories of barbecue alone. So we removed all of the mealwood and then one row of the mushrooms, since we're at a really good pace for this. And the next part in this episode, we're going to work on the metal refinery. And this cool slush geyser is going to attack all of the slime lung that's built up in this area. So let's just get started. We're going to start at the slow speed, kind of like we normally do. And I want to get as much of this done in a relatively small amount of time. Let's see, what priority are we running on? We are on number 5. Let's change it to like a 7. So we are going to slowly take apart this area before we pull all of the brine down into a reservoir. I want to do that so I don't have this polluted water mixed in with the brine. So I think we're going to have to be a little cautious as how we do that, but I'm not too concerned. I think it'll be okay as long as we just take our time and do it right. Critter starvation. I think this is because all these were on auto harvest. Are they on auto harvest? See, one of them is on auto harvest. Let's mealwood, disable auto harvest. No more starvation. We need your stuff. And by stuff I mean we need your scales. So I'd like to try and push to get more of this, more of the power grid situated. So we're gonna see if we can do that while all this water is coming straight down in here from the cool slush geyser. Let's mop that up. Let's do a priority 8 on this. Yeah, I know. Probably shouldn't be putting everything at priority 8, but... So as we disassemble this, I think I'm going to have a mesh tile here, and then all of the brine is going to fall down, and that way none of the actual materials fall down into the tank, even though we have some of it already here. We might have to mess with that. Ooh. Here we go. What do we got? Grubfruit Seed. Yep. We have a lot of those now since we have Sweetles, but I'm gonna leave it like that. We have a bunch of copper. We have iron ore. I really want to get the metal refinery set up so I don't have to even keep up with the smooth hatches anymore. So what we're gonna do with snow, we're just gonna move it over here, move the ice over here. Same thing with all that ice and snow. I just don't want it in the middle of the brine and then melt and then get a whole weird mishmash of different types of material inside. All those are moving. That snow is not moving. So let's get you over here. Salt. Yep, and then let's just... No, not mop. Sweep. So let's come back over here and throw another storage bin. No, we don't need to do that. We can just come up here. And then add... Or is it organic? No, it is... Oh, salt is an option. Okay. What is not allowed to be picked up? Oh, all of that is unavailable. Okay. Everything else seems to be okay. Before we do that, let's actually put another... We don't want it to keep dropping down. We want it to stop here. And then up here, I'm gonna break that. We're just gonna take care of the polluted water and then we will stop this. Yeah, that looks good. Let's look at our temperature, see how temperate the base is. It's not terrible. Things are kind of cooling off with all of the oxygen coming in. In a little while, a lot of this stuff is going to be moved around. We're going to put all of the power generation stuff up in this area up here. Let's look at our gases. Okay, all of this is good. Are we bringing any... We aren't really bringing any hydrogen in the oxygenated areas, which is good. We don't want that. Yeah, it goes down and then goes back up. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to mess with that for a while. Okay. More ice, apparently. Here, we'll just do that. And then we'll just have to move all this over here. Again. I don't know if it conflicts with when you tell it to be swept, but okay, we also want to make... I got rid of it on accident, I'm not sure why I did that. And then let's mop all of this, please. Oh, and we were gonna make our science building here. Let's do that while we are at it. There we go. We need to actually make a room, so we're gonna have to do that. Oh no! That's so funny. I love that. Okay. We actually need to get all this down here. How bad is the radiation? It's not terrible. Actually, before we do this, let's have them sweep all this up. I want all that material. I don't want to lose any of it. The abyssalite specifically, because if we change the insulated tile to abyssalite, then there'll be little to no heat transfer at all. Okay. They will move that. Let's also move this over here. At least we're giving them stuff to do, and they're not stuck with idleness. I know that happens quite often. Okay, we need to go up again. And then all of this is eventually going to get combined into one section with this cold water. Or cold polluted water. Oh man, alright. Come back. Remop. What doesn't have room? Bleach stone. Yeah, we don't want bleach stone anyways. Bleach stone is not fun. Now let's look at the radiation. Okay, so there's not much radiation here. What has a better radiation? It's probably obsidian, but I'm not gonna make anything out of obsidian because I need it for something else probably later. Probably just do igneous rock. Just move the bleach stone over here. And then sweep up this right here. And then cancel that. Okay. So what we're doing right now is we are getting ready to move the material study station over here. We have one more rad bolt to go to make a... This will be... What is this going to be? This is going to be... solar panels. So we'll be able to make glass. We will be able to make all sorts of good industrial machinery. Let's change this to a 9. Okay. Actually, let's take a look at our colony summary now that I think about it. We have Space Race, Honorary Doctorate. We have Critter Whisperer, which we will work on in a little while. We will find a gas emu, reduce the temperature of a building to 6 Kelvin. Definitely be able to do that eventually. Almost halfway done with Super Sustainable. Totally tubular. Almost 365.25, so that's... We're well on our way to that. We need a slickster, find a slick biome, finely tuned machine, so we'll need a tune-up room. We are at 56.97% of the map, so we have a little bit to go. Block a meteor from hitting the base. We'll need to find an asteroid that has meteors at the top. We will need more auto sweepers. Which this is going to be easy because you can just throw them on throw the duplicates on like a vacation cycle for 5 cycles. As long as you have sustainability, you should be fine. And then have every duplicate in the colony complete at least one errand while wearing an exosuit. Okay, so this might not be difficult. I'm not sure. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just wanted to show where we are at and our current progress. How are these germs? Okay, they're good. We can get rid of the Wheezewort here. Well, let's change more priorities, 9s. I'm trying to focus on this a little bit because I want to get that metal refinery as soon as possible. All this is getting very temperate. Once this liquid is super cold, all of this gas is going to stay cold the entire time. I could even put an insulated pipe in here if I wanted to, but I'm starting to keep it cold since it's already close to the cold biome. Okay. How's everything else looking? Let's look at our piping. Okay, we've got water here and water there. This is pretty good on the temperature for now. What I will do probably is take this brine after we have a ton of it and pipe it through like the edges of the base, just like I had in my tutorial video. I really do like keeping it simple like that, so that way you keep everything temperate. Okay. Do that. We have a lot of sticker bombs here and there. Okay. We have to do that and move you over. No, I don't think we need to do that, actually. There we go. Finally. Now all this should come down and over and around. Theoretically. Too much liquid? What do you mean too much liquid? There we go. Yeah, let's get all of that liquid mopped up. And then what I want to do is put another one of these here. They look so happy. Okay. Now that we have some stuff going on, let's kind of 2 times it for a moment. Okay, there's a little bit more. Okay, now that that's good. Take a look at radiation. Okay, so radiation is fine right here. We want it's under stations, material study. There's that. We're gonna need some more of this, because we need to go up and over. And then in order to make this an actual room, we need a light. So, oh no. Why would you do that to yourself, Liam? Ay, ay, ay. Good job, Harold. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Dom, you know, if a duplicate can get stuck, they most absolutely, positively will get stuck. And yes, this is the general consensus, unfortunately. Right. Let's do that. Actually, we might need to do that as well, since I think it's a little bit out of reach. But for radiation, we need a reflector. That'll go right here. We need a furniture light. Like so. We want some automation. Flip you around. Yeah, we will need it a little bit lower. There we go. And then finish it all off with some of that. And then there we go. So when we are ready for this room, it will allow us to start focusing in on the rest of any research after the fact. Let's actually open this up so that way all of these... I don't think that they'll get out, but I need some oxygen in here. Because if we look, all of it is hydrogen except for like little bubbles. I don't think that they'll get out, but we'll watch. We'll watch and see. Radiation. We want a generator. There we go. How big does this laboratory need? 32 tiles. We're at 49, so it has a light. What else do we need? 2 science buildings. Okay. Alright, so we need to up our game a little bit. That's fine. We can do that. Oh no. Too much liquid. That's not what I meant to do. See, this is what I mean by be careful, because this stuff happens and then everything, all heck breaks loose. How cold is it? It's pretty chilly. Alright, let's get those down. Change that to a priority 9. Hopefully, this does what we want it to this time. Move the snow, move the ice. There we go. Alright, we are bumped up to medium speed. We have a lot more food. I'm gonna leave them here for a minute. Oh no, they did make it out. Okay. Yeah, we need to turn you guys back on. That's fine. Put everybody back where they belong. Whoops. We just needed a little bit of oxygen inside that room so that way it pushes all the hydrogen back to the top. That's all. Okie dokie. That looks... Oh my gosh. We have more brine. And you just mop that all up. You know what we could do? We could just do this. That would work, right? Give us more room. I just don't want to filter it. That is my the last thing that I want to do is filter all of that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh yeah, we gotta come back over here. Let's do 9. Everything looks good though. We have quite a bit of eggs hanging around, so we're getting a good amount of food coming in still. We just need to slow it down a smidge. I say smidge. Sleet wheat grain has decayed. I'm okay with sleet wheat grain decaying. That is absolutely okay. Let's go, Steve. And your... What is that? Here. Oh, we need that. That would be helpful. Yeah, put them where they belong. Oh, man. Oh. I can't get the egg for some reason. That happens sometimes. I don't know why it glitches like that. And I'm not running any mods right now, so it shouldn't, but... okay, now, deconstruct you. And then we're going to need another one of these facing this direction. So go up, over, and down. And then we also want a research station. We aren't going to connect this one up because I don't care for it. We already have a research station all the way over here. This is almost done. Oh my gosh, look at all the stone hatches. Yeah, we're gonna leave them there for a little while. We have so much food. And this is why they all just keep growing. Remember when we had problems? Remember when we had a lot of problems with not enough food? Okay, and then also, we don't have a ton of plastic, but we have enough for that. So they'll make the plastic ladders. I could make it into bedrooms, but you know what? This will decrease the amount of time they spend running around, and we could always use that. Oh, jeez. Alright, this can be mopped, and that's about it. So hopefully when this gets mopped, everything starts falling over, and then they can just keep mopping over and over and over and over again. Yeah, see, this is... I like it when that happens. Okay. Too much liquid right there. Okay, so we won't need to do that. Let's take a look at the Shineimp eggs that we are getting. Also, this is going to start really soon. Oh, did I miss it? No way. Good job, Dom. You missed it. I started building up the wrong one. Whoops. That's fine. Everything is fine. Look at all these eggs. Oh my gosh. They all hatched. We could literally have a new farm. If we really wanted to. But I'm not about to do that. We're focusing up. We're getting this taken care of. So I can have this room. This is about to go off. 60 seconds. That's fantastic. Okay, now do that. Change it to a 9. Hopefully that'll allow them. Nope, too much liquid again. 2 more? 2 more. 1, 2. Alright, now too much liquid again. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're just gonna do all of the build, or all of the digging. Wait, what am I doing? I don't need to do that anymore. I just needed to get rid of the... Oh wait, yes I do. Because we have this right here, this is going to just create a mess. I'm just not even going to bother in case I make them dig too much or too little or whatever. Let's see, how cold is that? Negative 20 degrees. Okay, so this is going to be a really, really good amount of cold to bring in over here. I'm not going to send any up there, otherwise they're going to get popped eardrums. That would be awful. And then they get high stress, and yeah, you get the picture. Okay, let's try this again. I should plumb all this somewhere, but it's just a lot of work. A lot of work for a little bit of something like this. When it's helping keep the area temperate. Okay, now please sweep all of the brine. That would be great. Thanks. Let's see, 4 1,206.2 gallons per second. That's quite a bit. Okay, now we can take care of those two, and all the liquid will fall down. Yes, that is awesome. Now we can deconstruct that. We're not going to be wasting any more hydrogen. Let's cut the power off of that. I know I'm doing this the hard way. Wires. There we go. we still have so much food. I can't get over it. Oh my gosh, what do we? This is the danger of having so many farms. But I got really tired of seeing that low calorie count. Power wires. Let's get rid of all these. There's nothing down here for them. Look at our Cuddle Pip hatched! We have a Cuddle Pip! And another Cuddle Pip egg. Oh my gosh, this is great. They're so cute. Alright, let's see. Did the room turn into a science? It did not. It needs a light source. I mean, it has a light source. It's just not powered right now. That's all. Okay. Change this to a 9. Rotten barbecue. See, this is what I mean. I need to get the deep freezer going. That's probably not going to happen right now. It's fine. Let it rot. We need to catch up on our calories anyways. Wasted effort, wasted food. Here's what we can do. Make them eat the barbecue. Let the lice loaf burn. And the mush bars, those can burn. And the grub nuts. We'll leave the mushrooms. We have a lot of fried mushroom. Okay. Alright, now change this priority to 9. Thanks. I'd love to try some of the Somnium synthesizer. That'd be kind of cool. We can just activate it. A little office plant. Let's take a look at the other asteroid. So it doesn't look like more showed up, so I'm not sure if this is actually just what was here when it started, or if there's actually a meteor that hit it. Actually, yeah, I don't think there's a meteor at all on this one. I think this is just fine. Oh, Paku fillet. Yeah, that's something I want to do. Let's get some surf and turf. That would be really good, right? Ooh, get that. And then we can open this up. They can analyze this one. Yeah, rotten lice loaf. That's fine. Okay. Now we do this, right? Oh, and I suppose we get all this, make it go down, and then we create a reservoir in here. Oh. That would be why, huh? So many eggs, so many things hatched, but we can't do anything with them. We have too much food. Yeah, I think in the next episode when I'm done with this, it will be time to actually do the deep freeze. When we look at... Ooh, a sauna. Let's see. Solar panels. We can make a steam turbine. Okay, but that's not enough. You need at least steel for buildings like this, because otherwise it breaks down and it gets way too hot. So I'm not even gonna bother with a steam turbine until we get to steel. So we need to go and get the refinement done. We need a glass forge. What can we make a glass forge out of? That's what we should, is obsidian, because it's got the best thermal conductivity out of all of it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Once we have the brine in a reservoir of some kind, we will put the other stuff right around here. That'll give us, not other stuff, we'll put the metal refinery like on this tile, and then all of this will be cold and we can loop it into itself. Yep, and all that chlorine's gonna fall down to the bottom. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Almost like I planned it. All the plastic ladders are done over here. How much plastic do we have right now? 650. So that's not a lot of ladder. No, that's gonna trigger me. Okay, we are slowly getting this done. Food is decaying. I'm like I said, I'm okay with that because we have so much, and we have so many things to turn into barbecue right now. It's not even funny. Let's take a look at the liquids. How is this stuff going? It seems to be working well. I'm being a little conservative with the water sieve, because if I let this continually run, it's gonna start heating up. So I don't want it to do that, but I feel like it doesn't really matter at this point right now. We can relieve some of this pressure. Man, that looks so bad. There's so much going on here. But it all makes sense. It really does. In the comments, let me know if you want me to go over this in a tutorial video. There's a couple ways to do it, I think, but I've kind of figured out how to get this to work to my advantage. Even without using the buffer gates properly. So this works really, really well for what we're trying to do. The germ sensor is going to send anything with germs in this direction back looped into the reservoir. If there's no germs, it goes up to the other liquid shutoff, which goes up, over, down, and around to the sieve, and then out of the sieve and back into here. So it does make sense. It's just kind of it's a little spaghetti-ish. Another skill point, and we have 10 idle dupes. Okay, we need to just get rid of all this stuff. No more messing around, you two. Let's create insulated tile out of igneous rock. And then we're going to just open up all of this. I'm done caring about some of the things that we see here. And then we also want to be able to get inside of it. Now, once all this is built, we can wreak havoc. And by wreak havoc, I mean we can break all this open, get this analyzed, and that sort of thing. Okay, so my plan for this to go all the way over here and cool everything off didn't really work because all of the polluted water froze. Funny how that works, right? Can we turn this into 8 and then turn this into 9? That way nobody gets stuck. Even though they already are stuck. Oh well. And then what are we going to put in here? We are going to put plumbing. We're going to want radiant pipe in here. We only have the option of refined copper. So I'm going to go down. Come on, Dom. You can do it. There we go. There we go. We're going to use this brine to our advantage. And then, let's see, we wanted a reservoir in here. There we go. I don't know if that's going to help or not. Feel like it will. All that's going to fall down, go all the way down here. Okay, give that some time. How's our grub grub? Grub grub's almost done. We have another blueprint. Not even going to try. Alright, food is starting to stabilize. It's going down more. I'm not going to do anything to these hatches. Yeah, because if I do, it's just going to have us, well, have all that barbecue. We'll wait for that. Oh, they are cramped. Totally cramped. Here, we'll uproot this one and then go up here and... yeah. What is the priority on this? Okay, everything here is 5. We need it to be an 8. I suppose if it makes its way over there, it'll do its job, but let's see. No, not really. I hope this isn't too much of a boring episode for people. I know that I'm not really getting a lot of interesting things done. I'm just kind of moving stuff around and preparing my my brine area. But I feel like it's important to know that there is an order of operations to some of this stuff. We want to have this done before we send all of the water down into it, and then we don't want any of the extra different types of liquid to go inside of it. So after we break it all, we are going to need to move it like over here to the other side or something. Okay, let's leave that be. Did they build that one? They did. No, they did not. They're building it right now. Supposedly. No, we'll leave that alone. Let's check all this. Let's check the hydrogen. Hydrogen's good still. Don't need to do anything with that. Again, so we're preparing for the metal refinery because we want to make steel, and we want to get rid of the smooth hatches because they are not a 1-to-1 ratio. They are, if you have 100 copper ore, they turn it into 75 kilograms of whatever metal you have them eating. So moving to the metal refinery is better because it gives you more of your refined metal. The 1-to-1 ratio is just too good, so we want to get there as soon as possible. Oh boy. It was activated. It requires a gas intake. What do you need? Fueled by oxygen. Okay, so it needs oxygen. We have oxygen. Not a ton of oxygen, but we have oxygen. Let's go up by 1 right now. Okay. All this will be done shortly, and then we can move on to getting rid of all this stuff. Here, we're gonna put liquefiables over here. Actually, let's do this. Perfect. Now we can let all this drop down. Leave that right there, because if we open this up, stuff might fall down here. Grub egg is almost done. We have grub fruit. My word. So many eggs. 36 regular eggs, 17 hatchling eggs. I don't even know how many smooth hatch eggs we have. We have 25 smooth hatch eggs. Wow. Alright, so we can really stop with a lot of other stuff. Fertilization, you need sulfur. I don't even know if we have sulfur. Do we even have any sulfur anymore? 0. We have 0 sulfur. So all of these are going to stop growing, which is totally fine. We have enough food, especially with all these eggs going everywhere. I'm completely okay with that. Otherwise, I have to go hunting for sulfur, and we will run out. I mean, this will last a while, but we will definitely run out of sulfur. I think the better way to do grub fruits is if you have a naturally planted with pips, you learn your language of pips, you move them in a row in an orderly fashion. That way you're not continuously tending to them, and you just put a sweetle in the room and they will tend to it. I think that is the best way to avoid losing sulfur. Okay, enough of that tangent. Hold on. Why is this in here? I just wanted to avoid all of that. Interesting. Come on, mop it up, mop it up. There we go. Oh no. Leave those there. Okay, now let's get those. And those. Right? Yeah. How am I gonna get it in there? See, this is why I'm saying, like, we have to think about this. What are you doing, Dom? I know. Get rid of 2 of those, and then we'll be able to build a liquid pump at the bottom, and then plumb it in as we need it to be. Alright, now, let's just do 9, you here, and then we are going to liquid pipe you in here, and then, yeah, that'll work, right? Perfect. Alright. Now that I don't have to worry about that being inconsistent anymore. What else do we have going on? Everything looks good though. I mean, minus the temperature. Temperature's kind of toasty. It's pretty good at the top and in the middle. I mean, I could be utilizing this space if I really wanted to, but I think I'm okay. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what happened. I went to go get the egg, and then they hatched. Alright. Yep, get the meat. Are they crowded still? No, they're happy now. They need more pressure in here. Okay, so what we are going to do is add a vent then. Just gonna push all of that to the top. Let's get rid of the other one. Okay, and now, see, I don't understand what is going on. Like, where all this, is it because it's too warm? Yeah, it's warming up here. I mean, I guess if they're... It's kind of frustrating, actually. Alright, and let's turn this to a 9. Finish off this. I feel like this took way too long, because we could be doing some way more fun things. Grub. There we go. A bajillion stone hatches. Let's move this wart seed. I don't trust them. I think they would eat it. Probably not, but... How's the germs? Germs are going down. Slowly, because they're not very close. And then what about the germs up here? Okay, the germs up there are gone. Let's put another one right there. We'll get all this stuff in this vicinity. Same thing with this up here. We'll put 2 of them in. Uproot. There we go. Okay, now for the 100th time. Actually, let's do this as well. No. Let it rip. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Awesome. All of the brine. Okay, and then on top of that, we also want a bottle emptier, right? Just throw that right there. And then we want to move all this ice. Move ice here. Move this ice here. Move you here. Somebody will get to it. They run out of errands really fast since we have so many duplicants. And then we want brine. Then on. There we go. Then they can mop all that up, right? Mop it up and then throw it in the pool. Move this over here. And we also want the snow over there. Voila. This only looks like this temporarily. I'm gonna move it in a little while. Or move the way the mesh tiles are, fix some of the other stuff going on, and yeah. Alright, we are going to slow it down. Everyone, that is it for this episode. I know it was kind of a boring one, but we are slowly making our way to being able to make a metal refinery, which is going to enable us to get into the mid game. It's going to help us push with using aqua tuners. It's going to help with making all sorts of fun things. We'll be able to actually tame this cool steam vent, but I think the next episode we will have a metal refinery. We will also start going into that slime biome up here. Start digging it out, getting rid of the rest of the slime so we can build our power up all the way up here. I think I'm going to make it to where there's a bunch of wheels for the duplicants to run on with a bunch of batteries before all of these, and then all of these are going to get tied right into their new lines, so that way when we're ready for other forms of power, it'll just be a quick tie-in up here. But that'll be in a future episode. Let me know how I'm doing. Please comment any questions or any clarifications or any suggestions in the comments below. I do like hearing from you, so if you would like to participate, that is my way of knowing that you are paying attention and you really want to either give me feedback or you're stuck on something. Our community is growing. We are above 90 subscribers. I mean, this is pretty big for me since I've never done this before, but I'm, like I said before, I am enjoying this process. I'm enjoying creating content that people want to watch. And all right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next episode.